Here's Ray in Livermore, California, as we head back to the phones. Great to have you, sir. Welcome.
Hey, Rush. Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah dittos to you and your family and the staff there. EIB, really appreciate what you're doing. I know you're pressed for time, but if there's time to make a second comment on your book, following my original call-in comment, I'd love to. In your opening remarks, talking about Jeb Bush and overall the way the media reacts to you, an old bomber pilot had an axiom that fits perfect. He said, if you're taking flak, it means you're directly over the target. Open the bomb bay doors.
I got a note from, and actually a Republican, what would be this person, but I can't mention it. It's a Republican strategist, campaign organizer, said, hey, I can't, she says, don't buy this. They're scared to death of you. That's their problem. It's not that, I can't remember. It's just a one-line thing, but it's basically the same point that you're making. I mean, if they're ripping you to shreds like this, you must be over the target. Must be hitting too close to home. I, of course, am aware of this, yes.
Yeah, and especially if you're making both sides upset, it's clear that you're on target, Rush, and we want to encourage you to keep up the good work.
Thank you. Here it is. She says, they don't hate you. They are terrified of you. Keep it up. You say, keep the bomb bay doors open. Right on, dude. Right. Now, what was the second comment that you wanted to make?
I've got an 11-year-old daughter, and she rarely likes any of my book choices that I get for her, but I picked the Rush Revere series. I actually got the second book first, and she immediately corrected me and said, I can't start the series in the second book, Dad. So I got her the first book, and she has consumed them, Rush, as if they were cake and ice cream. She's on the third book. She absolutely loves your work and the way that you present history for children. And I just want to say thank you very much for what you're doing.
Well, thank you. Folks, look, something's happening out there with this Revere series. The way everybody's reacting to it. We're getting adults telling us that they're learning things they didn't know about history in these children's books. But the way these kids, his story here, you ought to see the things that we're getting. We put a lot of it up on the Revere Facebook page, but it's just over the top. And it's wonderful. It is absolutely terrific. But the passion that these young people have for these books, I mean, it's over the top. Ladies and gentlemen, you'll indulge me here for just a second. I want to just continue in a very short vein here on the comment we had from Ray in Livermore about his daughter and how she's just voraciously consuming the Rush Revere books. Oh, and by the way, for you youngsters, if you go to our Rush Revere Facebook page or at rushrevere.com, we have posted a new Liberty video that you will just love. Liberty is a lot of people's favorite and endearing character. Smart aleck talking horse, time-traveling horse. Kids love Liberty. And Liberty has a new video up at Facebook page and at rushrevere.com. But Catherine and I personally read the emails and the comments, and we see all the photos that are pouring in from people that are reading the Adventures of Rush Revere series. And I'm telling folks, it's heart-melting. It's like, I don't know how to explain this. It's almost like a second success track. Now, I've mentioned to you way, way back when this program started back in 1988, I'd been in radio since I was 16, and I had never had any real success at it. I was a number of things. I was either the guy with a lot of potential, but just didn't quite get there, or I was the guy who didn't have any talent, was never going to work, but man, does the guy really work hard and all that. But it ran the gamut. And all the way through my first stint at radio from age 16 to 29, I never really had any success in terms of, I didn't know what success was till Sacramento. Sacramento, I finally found out what a success track is. That was when, happened to coincide when I was finally, after whatever number of years, and it was a quirk of fate, made it possible, but I was given the chance to do a radio show the way I wanted to do it, without a bunch of restrictions and guidance and this kind of thing. And it clicked, and it's what led to this show. So that was my first experience with having a real success track, knowing that a connection was being made with the audience. I don't want to get too inside baseball here, but I'm setting this up because it's starting to happen with this kid demographic in these books and their parents. You know, once you have experienced the success, and those of you that have in your own businesses, if you branch out and do something else, you know that moment when it's starting to click. And you know when it isn't. So therefore, you know what you have to do to change what you're doing to make it click. Well, this book series, the Rush Revere series, it really is starting to click with its own different success track. And we respond to these emails these kids send, and they can't believe that they're getting responses. And we send them little gift packages now and then, a Ted T. Bear or some of you hear it, an autographed book or an audio version or what have you. And they can't believe their posts on our Facebook page or wherever are actually being read and responded to. And it just melts your heart to see this. And what we're trying to do here is make American history fun and engaging, and something that the younger generation wants to know, wants to be part of. You know, we don't want, for example, the book to be given as a Christmas present, the kid to open the book. A book. Thanks, Dad. We want them to be thrilled to get a Rush Revere series book. And they are. That's the thing. That's what we're hearing. Liberty's one of the favorite characters. He's always getting up to some fun things, and he created a patriotic dance that he wants all the kids to see, join in and learn. And that's the video that we've posted. You can see it by going to Rush Revere's Facebook page. It's www.facebook.com/Rush Revere. And Liberty's cute. You can tell him I told you to if you want to. But don't forget to like the Facebook page too when you were there. The more likes, the merrier, so we can spread the word far and wide. But I just had to share this with you because we're all one giant family here, and we are all invested in this country rebounding and becoming once again what it was founded to. And everybody knows the key to that is reaching future adult generations.